loud enough? Hi, we'll be starting in like 3 minutes. Just a heads up. Good evening and welcome to our Hilo High School Athletic Awards night. My name is Sadie Bakdad.
And I'm Steven Shung, and we will be your MCs for tonight.
We would like to recognize our principal, Mr. Robert Dirks. Mr. Dirks, please stand. Where's he? Okay. Okay, go.
Okay. We would now like to introduce our athletic director, Mr. Kurt Kawashi, to say a few words.
Hello, everyone. Unfortunately, Mr. Dirks is not able to be here tonight, but on behalf of Hilo High School and the entire Hilo Viking Athletic Department, I'd like to thank all of you for attending tonight's Athletics Awards celebration. Tonight, we will be celebrating the accomplishments of all of our team sports and individual sports for the 2017-18 school year. It's been another great season for Viking Athletics with 3 championships in football, in girls cross country and girls soccer, along with many individual accomplishments resulting in BIF individual championships in wrestling, judo, tennis, golf, and track and field, and of course, our very first HHSA Division I Football State Championship, which was accomplished in the fall of this past year. Congratulations to all those teams and all those individuals for their accomplishments. So aside from the athletic achievements, this year, what I am most proud of these student athletes is their academic progress that they've made throughout the year. So although we are not at 100%, which is our goal, we're not at 100%, a good majority of our student athletes who participated in 1 or 2 sports this year was able to maintain the minimum grade requirements without any Fs in any subject areas for the school year. And I do credit the teachers, all of our teachers. I credit our coaches and all of our parents who share the same vision that we do, and that's student first and athlete second. And with these combined efforts for all of those involved, we'll certainly continue to strive for excellence here at Hilo High School. So again, thank you for all your support of Hilo High Athletics, and please enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kawachi. Tonight, we will be recognizing all of our student athletes who participated in a JV or varsity sport for the 2017-18 school year. Your teams will be called to center court in the order listed on the program. When your name is called, please report to center court and stay with your team until all your team members are called up. Once everyone is called up, your coaches will be presenting a special recognition award. We ask the audience to hold your applause until after all the names are called.
We'd like to start off the night by recognizing our boys JV and varsity volleyball teams, coached by Saya Alacubin and Evan Jenkins. As your name is called, please come to center court. Tain Fernandez, Dason Figueroa, Kahili Ishibashi, John Henry Kaapuni, Tayden Kaapuni, Jeremy Lagura, Keanu Hayes, Hewa Olu Saidudwa, Logan Thomas, Jason Tamori, Lester Walker, Kaukahi Alameda, Sai Alacubin, Kaala Deitch, Dan Gallego, Caden Iawani Ogawa, Cashton Iawani Sadlon, Kili Imoku Maikui, Alkele Nui Mortensen, Geisen Ogata, Lono Vincent, Tyler Wana, and Kauha Wilson.
How about a big hand for our boys JV and varsity volleyball?
Anyone?
Welcome everybody. My name is Saya Alacubin. I was the head coach for the boys varsity volleyball this year. My assistant coach this year was one of the teachers, Mr. Evan Jenkins, and he took care of the JV boys. They couldn't make it tonight. So we have 2 awards tonight, and the first one is my most inspirational player. So my most inspirational player, I picked on somebody, or I chose somebody who was truly an inspiration in my eyes. He was a first-year varsity player, first time tried out for a competitive volleyball sport. And he was an underclassman, but his desire to be good and how he listened to the coaches, and he took my advice, he applied it every day at practice. He used to come and talk to me after practice, and in the games, he performed excellent. He comes from a family of volleyball players. I just wish that he started earlier like his brothers and sisters, but he didn't. Anyway, my most inspirational player this year, oh, by the way, first year tryout, first team. He was on my first team. So my starting outside hitter, who was only a sophomore, Kaukahi Alameda. And next, for my most outstanding player, So I decided on this player as the player that the team couldn't do without. And for me, that was an easy decision. I could see where this player position was really important this year. And it's an important position in volleyball, period. And this player excelled in that position. He's still an underclassman, so I'm lucky to have him back again next year. He served as my captain this year, and as well as last year. And the position he plays is setter. And my most outstanding player this year, who just happened to have the same name as me, is Cy Alikubin. We had a good year this year, so we're moving up in our division. We're going probably back to the red division next year, so we're going to be playing Kamehameha twice instead of once next year, and as well as the top 5 teams. So thank you, and good night.
Now we'd like to recognize our JV and varsity cheer squad, coached by Rochelle Marzo and assistant coach Misty Pacheco. When your names are called, please come to center court. Savannah Christensen, Analani Iris, Mia Hoke, Cassidy Makadangdang, Kendra Puleo, Chloe Uhano, Tehani Barrett, Kelly Hanley, Kiani Kamali'i, Mia Maletso, and Teresa Williams.
Hi, everybody. My name is Rochelle Marzo, head coach for Hilo High Cheer. Misty couldn't make it today. This past year we fell short first dates, boo. Not like last year, but they were able to do a lot of community service this year. They went to Shriners and played with the kids again up in Oahu, and they fed the homeless for the National Guard for Thanksgiving, along with football. They joined us this year. But I do have 2 certificates to go out. My most inspirational athlete, I chose her because she's always pushing the other girls. She's a freshman, always positive, takes criticism really well. She always goes above and beyond what I ask her. Analana Iris. Okay, my most outstanding athlete is a 4.0 student consistently. She is a dual athlete, I believe. She's a JROTC, and I chose her, she is a freshman, because I asked more of her than anybody else on my squad. I put her in dangerous positions a lot. We flew her upside down many times. Kendra Puleo. Thank you.
Just another big shout out for our Hilo High Viking cheerleaders. You know, they do a lot for the athletic department by their service, and they're always, Coach Rochelle and the girls are always so willing to always help out in any way, so big shout out to them. Thank you, girls.
Next up, we'd like to recognize our girls' JV and varsity basketball teams. Our basketball girls are coached by Clifford Kawaha. When your names are called, please come to center court. Alyssa Le, Brianna Nobriga Namihira, Tasia Rosas, Shayani Sensano, Trinity Wong, Asia Castillo, Jamila Collins Ebanez, Mandy Kawaha, Mindy Kawaha, Samantha Richards, Tatiana Rideout, Dabney Uchima, Mele Vaca, Blossom Ahuna, Kylie Barbietto, Hannah Cabreras, Precious Evangelista, and Jessica Hirowatati.
Hello, I'm the girls. My name is Clifford Kawaha, Archangel Kawaha. I'm the girls' varsity basketball head coach. For our most inspirational player, I don't know if she's here tonight, we chose Mele Vaca. She was strong and passionate, and her presence was enough to support and protect our team. But I don't know if she's here tonight, Mele. She's not here. Mele. I did. And then for our most outstanding player, we chose Mandy Kawaha, who is also my niece. Her ball handling skills and footwork was unbelievable. She has a strong drive in mind to make her succeed in anything she wants to do. Congratulations, Mandy. Thank you.
Now we'd like to recognize our boys JV and varsity baseball team. Our boys baseball team is coached by Tony Desaw. When your names are called, please come to center court. Ku'e Martin, Keldon Ogawa, Lama Kupana, Rory Ragwal, Titus Sato, Tyler Silva, Kellen Turner, Dason Urbanozo, Kahiao Vincent, Kuha'o Waipa, Logan Wilson, Walter Ahuna, Paul Anthony, Michael Bello, Ryan Cabrera, Pukani Desa, Ocean Gabonia, Johnston Kahi, Nainoa Kanye Yates, Holden Paiva, Donald Saltiban, Walter Ahuna, Dason and Devon Joaquin Valentin, and Haliko Haunio, our baseball varsity manager. It was repeated again. And sorry, Charles Barclay and Rustin Bautista, Ryan Cravello, Jager Ganigan, and those are the last three.
Aloha, I'm Coach Tony Disa. I'd like to present the award to the most inspirational, co-inspirational players on this year's teams, our varsity team, Pu'ukani Disa and Ryan Wagwal. Ryan, because he battled back from injury 2 years in a row, last year and this year. Last year he was able to finish the year. This year we just brought him back a little too soon. We learned a little bit about his body. He needed a little bit more time, but he battled back from injury, and he was very inspirational to the rest of the boys on the team. And the other is Pu'ukani Disa. Last year he committed 3 errors against Waiakea. So we relegated him to the DH position. And he was very afraid of playing defense again this year, but he was able to put together a very good year. He committed only 2 errors this year, and he also led the state in RBIs. So our most inspirational players are Ryan Wagwal and Pu'ukani Disa. Our most valuable player is Mike Cabello. Mike Cabello is the player we couldn't play without. He saves us runs, and he scores a lot of runs. He led our team, the BIF, and the state in runs scored. He led our team, the BIF, and the state in steals. He led our team and the BIF in batting average and was second in the state in batting average. So one can say that Mike Cabello had a good year, and he's our MVP. Mike Cabello. Thank you, everybody.
Now we will be recognizing the boys and girls tennis teams. Our girls team is coached by Coach Wayne Yamada, and our boys are coached by Callan Mizuguchi, Elijah Watkins, Samantha Chung, Cassidy D'Amatos, Isabel Fukushima, Jennifer Kamimura, Alyssa Okamura, Riza May Rabanzo, Kaimana Reyes, Jade Rivera, Lacey Shigi, Fiona Supan, Lee Aki, Jill Asi, Cole Gardner, Luke Hamano, Zachary Kamiyama, Thomas Kobayashi, Caleb Leung, Ryan Liu, Brad Nakamura, and Stephen Panoff.
Hello, my name is Coach Wayne, and I do the girls team. We finished second in BIF, and we had a really good year. We qualified 2 girls doubles teams and 1 girls singles, and our girls single finished 4th in BIF this year. For our most outstanding athlete, I chose this girl because the team really wanted to know where she played, because they knew that she was a very integral part of whether we would be winning a lot of the team matches. And so our most outstanding athlete is a sophomore this year, Cassidy D'Amatos. Our most inspirational athlete this year, I chose her because when we were given the criteria for who we selected for this person, every single request was a check mark in my mind. As far as being honest, sometimes I would say she's a little bit too honest. She doesn't want to make the wrong call. In our sport, you got to make your own line calls, you got to keep your own score, and sometimes I would say she can be a little bit too honest sometimes. But you know, she basically put in the work and the time on season and off season. She would go out and see if she can get more time invested into practice. She actually found coaches that she can work with her one-on-one on the off times. And so the reason why I chose this girl was because to me, she was an inspiration to the rest of the teammates to kind of strive and work a little bit harder. Our most inspirational athlete this year that I chose was Alyssa Okamura, and I don't think she's here.
Hi, I'm Callan. I was the boys head coach this year. For the first award for most inspirational athlete, I chose a senior who never missed practice, was never late to practice, came to every single match whether he played or not. And so for 2018, the boys most inspirational athlete award goes to Zach Kamiyama, 2018 BIF champion. Okay, so for most outstanding athlete, it's another senior who put us in contention to place 3rd, tied with Punahou at States. He placed 4th individually at States. Jill Lassie, 4.4 GPA student. Thank you.
Next up is our track and field team. The track and field teams is coached by Coach McMahon. Christian Eo, Dalen Jardine, Dylan Kelly, Kopena Kane, Sam Kim, Sione Lavimai, John Merrick, Aaron McLean, Douglas Patterson, Kobe Rivera, Caleb Rogers, Remington Uemura, Austin Younts, Jamie Chun, Kanil Corpuz, Caitlin Dodge, Kayleen Funaki, Kala Harmon, Maletina Holika, Kylie Kalauli, Natalia Kim, Ella Kush, Samaima Lavimai, Ariel Mendez, Keiko Mills, Kalina Cobb, Lonnie Bloomfield, Jason Bretbarth, Skylar Chong, Stephen Chung, Ryan Cravello, Isaiah DeMello, Christian Ellis, Dylan Forbes, Samuel Gibson, Urban Halpern, Steve Hinders, Sione Holani, Lolo Holika, Alexia Palafox, Cloud and Venus Roden, Tasia Rosas, Desha Tobara, Leona Toledo, and Mele Fataivaka. I say it just to tease you.
Hi, my name is Coach McMahon. I'd like to start with the most inspirational athlete on the girls' side. This is a young lady who came out for track for the first time this year, and there's different things that define inspiration. A lot of different ways to define that. This young lady was the first person there, usually one of the last people to leave, always asking her coaches what she could do to get better, always putting a good face on whatever was going on. And we're really looking forward to her coming back for the next couple of years. We wish she had come out as a freshman. She came out for the first time as a sophomore. Kanil Corpuz.
Good job, girl. Yeah.
And our most inspirational male athlete, again, there's different ways to define inspiration. This is a young man who always put a good face on everything that was happening, was always trying to cheer for his teammates, no matter whether they were in his events or not. And really, from the beginning of the year all the way through to the end of the year, asking his coaches if he could help out, asking his teammates if he could help out, and always trying to do the very best he possibly could. He was also, incidentally, the best thrower we had on the team, Lonnie Bloomfield. I don't know if Lonnie's here. I don't know if Lonnie's here. On the girls' side, our most outstanding athlete, some of you know one of our sometime administrators and teachers here, Crystal Moore. Crystal Moore is the most decorated track and field. She's tied with to be the most decorated track and field athlete in the history of Hilo High School. She medaled from her freshman year all the way through her senior year. She came to me 2 years ago and said, is there anybody on the team that's a female thrower that could benefit from a little bit of help? I want to get something for somebody. And I said, yeah, there's a girl. There's a young girl we have who's got a ton of potential. And so Miss Moore bought her a pair of shoes. And that girl at the state meet this year was second in the discus and fourth in the shot. I don't believe she's here again, Mele Vaca. And the coaches will understand this. Every now and then you get an athlete that you get to work with them and you realize after a little while that you are less of a coach and more of a collaborator. You realize that this person's understanding of what they're doing is incredibly developed, and you're working with this athlete, not instructing them. And that's beginning to become the situation with our most valuable athlete in track and field. It's beginning to feel more like a collaboration than anything else. Our most valuable athlete was 5th in the state in the 100-meter dash and 3rd in the state in the 200-meter dash, Riley Patterson.
Keep it going, man. Here you go, bro. Right on.
Thank you very much.
At this time, Mr. Kawachi will be presenting the 2018 Big Island Candy's Most Inspirational Male and Female Athletes of the Year.
Is Mr. Ikawa here? Could we call upon Mr. Alan Ikawa to come to the stage? Oh, there he is. Thank you, Mr. Ikawa, for all that you do, and to Big Island Candies for all your support over all the years. Thank you so much. All right, so this year's Big Island Candies Most Inspirational Female Athlete of the Year is a young woman who competed on our girls' varsity soccer team. On the soccer field, the student athlete accumulated 11 shutout performances as a goalkeeper, 9 in the regular season and 2 in the BIF playoffs. She helped the Vikings to an 11 1-1 BIF season and a three-peat for the BIF Girls Soccer Division I title. Aside from her abilities on the field, her positive attitude makes her a very strong leader and was an extremely important reason for the team's overall success this past season. The student athlete understands that success is not given to anyone and that it is gained by making right choices and demonstrating proper work habits. The student athlete has also left an imprint on the community as well. She's the president of the BIIF Student Athletics Council, which is a council comprised of all student athletes from all the schools on this island. And in her position, she demonstrated leadership and networking relationships in the BIF and throughout the state. On top of all of her athletic accomplishments, this student athlete has managed to balance her time and schedule to maintain an outstanding cumulative 4.0 GPA for her 3 years in high school. She's only a junior. And I don't think she knows she's getting this award until now. But please give a round of applause for our 2018 Big Island Candies Most Inspirational Female Athlete of the Year, Sadie Baghdad. Mr. and Mrs. Baghdad, can you please come up to the stage to receive this prestigious award with your daughter? And take some pictures, of course. Congratulations, Sadie. All right, and so for our male Big Island Candies Most Inspirational Male Athlete of the Year, this is a young man who competed in football for the 2017-18 season. During the course of the season, this young man transitioned from being on the defensive side of the ball to the offensive side, as the switch was necessary to better the team situation. Being a team-first player, this student athlete put the needs of the team before his own personal ambitions. Although never outwardly vocal, he would lead by example on the offensive end, and his teammates all gravitated to him and followed his lead. As with all good quarterbacks, he helped his teammates by making sure all his playmakers around him shared the same success by distributing the ball to as many teammates as possible. In Hilo High Athletics' most shining moment in recent years, this young man led his team to an outstanding victory in the HHSAA State Championship game and brought home the state title to the community of Hilo. In this title game, he accumulated a passing total of 134 yards with 2 touchdown passes and ran for 98 yards and 1 touchdown. And of course, in typical fashion, when interviewed after the game, he commended his teammates for an outstanding job and thanked the community of Hilo for all their support. Aside from athletics, this young man has also been a member of the JROTC program and has earned an Academic Excellence Award while being the JROTC Battalion Commander for his unit. After graduation, he will be enlisting in the United States Navy and will be leaving for basic training sometime in early August. So please give a round of applause for our 2018 Big Island Candies Male Most Inspirational Athlete of the Year, Kaleo Apau. Mr. and Mrs. Apau, can you please come up to share this honor with Kaleo? You gotta go in and say, All right, big hand for our 2 recipients. Congratulations. And again, thank you, Mr. Alan Ikawa and Big Island Candies.
Next up, we'd like to recognize our boys and girls canoe paddling team. Our girls are coached by Aloha Mauhili. When your names are called, please come to center court. Dason Figueroa, Orion Keo, Koa Kim, Kaz Kua, Kavika Lee Hong, Kamaha'o Mortensen, Prince Nicholas, John Caleb Ora, Mika Polin, Travis Puleo, Malachi Robertson, Isaiah DeMello, Vincent Fortunato, Nainoa Gomes, Nixon Raphael, Shamar Sarme, Philip Vieira, Lono Vincent, Shaden Arita, China Lynn Cabral, Azalea Monette Gaines, Kamalu Kaava, Makahiapo Patanad, Kyla Takayama.
Hi, everybody. I don't have all paddlers today because we have our canoe season starts this Saturday. A lot of paddlers are in the water. There are 7 canoe clubs in Gila, so a lot of my paddlers are at the beach. This is what I get. You're supposed to be there. But thank you, folks. This is what I have. And guys, thank you for being here. I'm going to say my most outstanding athlete. This fellow wasn't here last year. The other year he was, and he came back this year. So I give this to most outstanding athlete to Lono Vincent. Thank you, Lono. You dead, right? My other one, he's not here, but he goes to that charter school down in Puna. Isaiah DeMello, most inspirational athlete. Thank you, everybody.
We'd now like to recognize our swimming and diving teams. Our swimmers are coached by John Hayashida, and our divers are coached by Miss Malia Nakana. When your names are called, please come to center court. Maya Arias, Elizabeth Atkinson, Raven Domingo, Sky Domingo, Jalen Estabilio, Sarah Grochowski, Haliko Hawanio, Mahala Ka'apuni, Jennifer Kamimura, Emily Kerr, Ella Cush, Santana Lopes, Sheridan Nelson Langacker, Amy Patterson, Shay Suha, Caliph Leung, Wyatt Lorenzo, Corey Ohumukini, Corin Castaneda Sako, Kaylee Hanley, Rayleigh Takayasu, Samuel Gibson, Christian Eo, Tayden Troy Kaapuni, Kaivi Mills, Julian Nelson Lanyacker, and Bodie Whitmore.
Hi, thank you for coming tonight. My name is Coach John Hayashida. I have 2 coaches that do swimming as well as Patty Andrade Spencer, and our diving coach is Malia Nakana. So I'm going to present the inspirational athlete for our girls. This person has never really complained. I don't know if she's singing or she's cussing under her breath, but she has never said no to any of the events we enter her in. So our most inspirational athlete is Jennifer Kamimura.
Okay, our inspirational male athlete is someone who did everything he had to do to get his practice time in while working at the same time. So it was an inspiration because every time he came to practice, he put in 100% effort. So our boys' inspirational athlete is our senior, Sam Gibson. Oh. Sam. He knows how to do things only in the water. Okay, going to our outstanding athlete. Our female athlete this year went to a senior. She did well in the BF Champs, but most importantly, she also went to states and improved on her performance there as well. She's a 4-time letter athlete, and this year's most outstanding athlete is Jalen Estabilio. Okay, for our boys, he's been here for 2 years now, and he helped to lead our boys to our 2nd place finish. We may not have won the BF Champs, but we did beat our cross-time rivals, Waikea. So our most outstanding athlete is Bodie Whitmore. Okay, and for our diving awards, this is Coach Malia Nakana.
Hi, good evening. My most inspirational athlete, first-time diver, incredible young lady, got the nickname of the Queen of Pike, incredible young lady, Kylie Hanley. And my most outstanding athlete, this is his 2nd year diving. He took 1st place in BIFs, and incredibly proud of this young man, Corey Ohumakini. Thank you.
And of course, in a proper DOE protocol, I do also want to recognize former principal of Hilo Union Elementary School, Mrs. Patty Andrade Spencer, one of our assistant coaches this year. If you want to know the meaning of stress, you should sit in a principal's chair. A principal position is the most rewarding and the most stressful job that you could ever have.
Up next, we'd like to recognize the girls and boys cross-country teams. Our cross-country runners are coached by Coach McMahon. When your names are called, please come to center court. Daylin Jardine, Sam Kim, John Merrick, Sam Merrick, Erin McLean, Prince Nicholas, Jovi and Kobe Rivera, Jorel Castillo, Dion Tobera, Alicia Watkins, Seth Wilson, Natalia Kim, Ella Cush, Ashley Lavarias, Gloria Maderas, Keiko Mills, Alexia Palafox, Devin Paulson, Samantha Richards, Clouden Venus Roden, Tasia Rosas, Lauren Sugai, Daisha Tobera, Zoe Angelina Wright, Arcturus Urandi, Jason Bretbarth, Stephen Chung, Kaala Deitch, Mason Galima, Samuel Gibson, Nicholas Godinez, Urban Halpern, Ethan Honda, and Christian Eo.
Hey, Kahala, what's up, man? How you doing, bro? Yeah, it's on the other side. Boys are over there. Girls are on this side. Okay, I'd like to start with our boys' most inspirational athlete. When I asked my assistant coaches, who should we pick for the most inspirational athlete, I had someone in mind. And my assistant coaches immediately went, same person. I didn't say the name, they just said the person's name. And then I said, why? And all of them were like, I don't know, he's just the most inspirational person on the team. And so I tried to nail it down, and I realized he's the kind of person who, when we're out running and the wind is blowing as hard as it can, he goes, at least it's not raining. Or if it's the other way around and it's raining, he goes, at least the wind's not blowing hard. He always looks on the brighter side of everything, and he always has a smile on his face, no matter how hard he's working. Our most inspirational athlete is Seth Wilson. As cross-country coaches and track and field coaches, I've always told parents and athletes that the thing that inspires us the most is when we meet an athlete 5 or 6 or 10 or 12 years out of high school, and they come up to us and say hi and say, hey, coach, I'm still running. And that is more of a victory than anything that we can do on the field at all, to know that they've found something that they love and they're going to stick to it. And when I was pulling up today, to pull into the parking lot, pulled right in, and there was a young lady running down the street, just finishing what had to be a 5-mile run with a giant smile on her face. And we just finished our season Saturday. And this girl, again, falls into the same category. When I asked my coaches, it was a slam dunk. Who's the most inspirational girl on the team? They all said the same name. Our most inspirational girl is Lexi Palafax. In cross country, you got to race every week, and being consistent is really, really difficult. And this young lady came out for cross country for the first time this year. She's a sophomore, and by the end of the year, when we were looking at how we were going to do, and the coaches always do this, how are we going to do? How's this person going to come in? How's this person going to come in? Every single time we looked at our flow chart, we went, well, we know we can count on this person coming through every single time. So our most valuable athlete in cross country is Teja Rosas. In all athletics, not just cross country or track and field, in all athletics, the road is bumpy, and it's not going to be smooth. And you're going to hit hard times, and you're going to have good times. And to borrow an analogy from football, defensive backs, cornerbacks, they say that the good ones should have no memory. And then there's a Hall of Fame cornerback who said that the better ones have a perfect memory because they keep that memory in there so that they never forget it. They don't want to have that happen again. This athlete had a bumpy cross-country season. It's really difficult to get a medal at the state championship in cross-country. In track and field, they award over 200 medals to a field of 500 athletes. In cross country, they award 20 medals to the boys and 20 medals to the girls in a field of almost 500 athletes. This young man came through for the second year in a row, medaled at the state championship, and real proud of him, Stephen Chun.
Unfortunately, Coach George was not able to make it tonight, so Assistant AD, Miss Malia Nakana, will be announcing the special awards. We would like to recognize our boys' JV and varsity soccer teams. Our soccer boys are coached by George Ishimaru. When your names are called, come to center court. Keanu Kiolanui, Sam Kim, Johnson Labra, Kanalu Lewis, Jack Mann, John Marek, Logan Misuba, Silas Panella, Douglas Patterson, Joshua Rosario, Masila Siwa, Haku Tolentino Perry, Elijah Watkins, Kele Wilhelm Kuomo'o, Davon Williams, Devin Albert, Dylan Bernard, Jason Breitbarth, Skylar Chong, Stephen Chong, Cole Gardner, Urban Halpern, Brandon Osaka, Caleb Smaraglia, Noah Grabowski, Jordan Hasegawa, John Henry Kaapuni, and John Kenny.
So Coach George wasn't able to be here this evening, but he chose his inspirational athlete, Josh Rosario. And his most outstanding athlete, Caleb Cabison. Okay, boys soccer.
How about another round of applause for our boys soccer team? Next up, we'd like to introduce our boys and girls air riflery team. Our air riflery team is coached by Garrick Yokoi. McCrae Ellis, Isaiah Galdones, Sire Iseri, Shaden Kang, Caliph Leong, Travis Puleo, Xavier Staskow, Evan Sugiyama, Jason Tomori, Ipono Valente, Malaya Astrande, Kalena Kili'i, Kara Nagato, Erin Sugiyama, Rayleigh Takiesu, and Gianna Yokoi.
Right, hello, my name is Garrett Kiko. I'm the head coach for the boys and girls air riflery team. First of all, I'd like to say that I'm really proud of all of these shooters, most of whom never shot before. This was their first year, but they all competed very well. It was a rebuilding year for us. Not a whole lot of folks that returned. But as far as our most inspirational shooters, for our boys, it is for this year, Isaiah Godonis, and the reason for that is, he was at just about every practice, and always with a positive attitude, always wanted to be there, always smiling, even if I wasn't, and he is a joy to have on the team, so thank you. And our most inspirational female shooter is really Takeesu. Another one, almost at every practice, always had a positive attitude. One of the things that I tell my shooters is that we have to have the numbers in order to be able to compete against, for BIS and for states. And I think Rayleigh's next job will, when she graduates from college, is either be a corporate headhunter or some type of recruiter, because it's amazing how this girl is able to bring her friends out and be a part of the team. Okay. Most outstanding female athlete is Erin Sugiyama. She's not here tonight, but she competed at states along with two others. And our sole male athlete that competed at states is our outstanding athlete for male, and that is Shirin Kang. And Shirin placed 15th at states as a junior, and we'll look forward to more things from him this year. No pressure. Okay, thank you very much.
Now we'd like to introduce our JV and varsity boys basketball teams. The basketball team is coached by Bruce Ferreira, Kaukahi Alameda, Jojo Balagot, Mason Galima, Tyler Trenton Kuanoni, Kobe LaCuesta, Chesley Martinez, Kekailiko Medeiros, Stan Mori, Gaisen Ogata, Stenson Refit, Kobe Rivera, Tyler Wana, Keanu Hayes, Isaiah Palama, Jarrell Shannon Tanoy Castillo, Logan Thomas, Rusty White Castillo, Owen Arashiro, Dylan Balga, Joey Berweta, Malachi Bosco, Jensen Cortez, Legend Figueroa, Ethan Honda, Shiro Jim, and Samuel Mori. And giving the awards will be assistant coach Kimo Alameda.
All right. The head coach, Bruce Ferreira, couldn't be here today. He's our firefighter, EMT, and right now the situation in Pohoa calls him in Puna. So he wanted to just send his aloha to everybody who supported the boys basketball program. Our JV did really good this year, and our varsity did really good too. My name is Kimo Alameda. I was the assistant coach for the varsity. And probably the best night was the homecoming in this gym. I never experienced a homecoming like that ever. And so, it was awesome. It was playing against St. Joe. I think the score was like 30-0 in the first quarter. It was an awesome feeling. We had the blue man, the rubber man, and he had his songs going and it was just unreal. So the Viking spirit is live and well right there. most outstanding athlete doesn't look like he's here today. He's actually at our other, our feeder school, the Hawaiian school. What, Navahi? Yes, Navahi. So I'd like to, if he's here today, if he's not, he's here in spirit. But Lico Medeiros, most outstanding athlete. From day one, Lico's always given 100%, and he's been the glue that kept the team together, and that's why the coaching staff felt that he deserved that honor. Our most inspirational athlete, this young man came to the program last year, and every single day he got better and he got better. But the most important thing about this young man is his heart, and he inspired the team in all kinds of different ways. He wasn't a starter, but his heart was the biggest of all. And because of that, we've decided to give the Most Inspirational Athlete Award to nobody else but Tyler Kuanunui. And again, I'd like to thank everybody for supporting Hilo High School basketball. We look forward to another great year next year. Thank you, and aloha.
Mr. Kawachi will now present the 2018 KTA Superstores Most Outstanding Male and Female Athlete of the Year.
All right, so representing KTA Superstores, we have Mr. Toby Taniguchi, which I know he wants to say a few words about the award. So, Mr. Taniguchi.
Thank you, Kurt. Aloha, everybody. Thank you for affording me the opportunity to just share a little bit about the award this evening. It's given in memory of my uncle, Tony Taniguchi, who was a graduate of Hilo High School in 1948. He went away to UH Manoa, earned his degree, and then came back and served as KTA Superstores president till his passing in 1989. Uncle Tony was a very, very proud Viking. He served as president of the Alumni Association, as chairman of the Inter-Club Council when it was in existence. And above all, he believed in fair play, positive attitudes, and our collective obligations to help young adults become outstanding citizens. So on behalf of KTA Superstores, I'd like to congratulate the two outstanding athletes tonight that Athletic Director Kurt will announce. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Taniguchi, and thank you for all that you do for Hilo High School and Hilo High School Athletics. All right, so this year's KTA Most Outstanding Female Athlete of the Year is a student athlete who excelled in volleyball this past season. As one of the senior captains of this year's girls volleyball team, this young woman has displayed outstanding character and charisma over a 4-year career. As her coach puts it, she is a hardworking and dedicated player on and off the court. She pushes hard at everything she does, even when it is not asked of her. She is the team's floor captain and continuously encourages everyone to stay positive and play their best. She was named the MVP at this year's Waikia High Girls Volleyball Preseason Tournament. She received all BIF first team honors by the Hawaii Tribune Herald and was also recognized by USA Volleyball A2 team as an honoree. Aside from her accomplishments on the volleyball court, this young woman has excelled even further on the academic end. The student athlete has maintained a cumulative 4.0 GPA for her 4 years at Hilo High School and will be one of this year's valedictorians for the class of 2018. She has received the Harvard Book Award for Outstanding Scholastics and Service, the KTA Roy Fujimoto Scholarship, the Malingis Scholarship, the Elks Most Valuable Student Scholarship, the Citizen Scholar Award, the Foodland Shop for Higher Education Scholarship, and the Pacific Media Group Leadership Award, and she is the Pacific Media Group Leadership Award winner. After graduation, she will pursue a degree in nursing at Seattle University in Seattle, Washington, where she received a trustee scholarship totaling $96,000. And she has also signed a letter of intent to be a member of their Division I women's volleyball program. So please help me in congratulating our 2018 KTA Most Outstanding Female Athlete of the Year, Kylie Kurokawa. And Mr. and Mrs. Kurokawa, can you please come down to help celebrate in this very prestigious award? All right, big hand for Kylie. Congratulations. Okay, moving on to our Male Athlete of the Year. So this year's KTA Superstore's Most Outstanding Male Athlete of the Year is a senior who has certainly left an indelible mark at Hilo High School and Viking football. In his 4 years here at Hilo High, this young man has been a member of the Viking football team, the Viking soccer team, the Viking baseball team, and the Viking track and field team. As one of his coaches puts it, this student athlete is someone you don't have the opportunity to coach very often. You could see it as a freshman that this young athlete possessed special abilities. And throughout his career, he tied those athletic abilities together with a relentless work ethic that has allowed him to accomplish the many things in his high school career. On the football field this year, the student athlete has hit many milestones. Over the course of the season, he accumulated 1,463 yards rushing with 27 touchdowns. He caught for 197 yards passing with 3 touchdowns and ran back 4 kick returns, and he even added a touchdown passing to a teammate, which resulted in 35 touchdowns for the entire season. He was named the 2017 Hawaii Tribune Herald's Offensive Player of the Year. It was also named to the Honolulu Star Bulletin First Team All-State. He also received an invitation to participate in the prestigious Senior Polynesian Bowl and was recognized by Hawaii Prep World as the best running back in the state of Hawaii since 1975. Aside from all of these accomplishments, this young man has never let any of these great accomplishments defy who he is. He continued to be the soft-spoken, humble, and hard-working leader that everyone knows him as. In the fall, he's going to take his talents to the University of Hawaii at Manoa, where he will major in fire science, and we are all excited to follow his career with great interest as he's being given the opportunity to try out for the UH Rainbow Warriors in the fall. So please give a round of applause to our 2018 KTA Most Outstanding Male Athlete of the Year, Kahale Huddleston. And Mr. and Mrs. Huddleston, can you please come down to center court to receive this honor with Mr. Taniguchi and KTA. All right, another big hand for Kahale and Kylie, our 2018 KTA Most Outstanding Athletes of the Year. Congratulations to the both of you. All right, thank you, Mr. Taniguchi.
Up next is our 5-time BIF champion and 2017 HHSAA Division I state champions, the Hilo High School Vikings JV and varsity teams. Our football team is coached by Kael Jumondo. It's a lot of names, so please bear with me. Kisin Abadilla, Junior Aguilar, Kaleo Aipolani, Evan Anduja, Kiola Balga, Dustin Bautista, Theodore Cota, Kaiden Enos, Tane Fernandez, Pito Gervais, Aspen Sarme, Hayden Halverson, Jordan Hasigawa, Lolo Holika, Jason Andevan, Joaquin Valentin, Dyson Jones, Kalai Kamali'i, Kapana Kane, Micah Capelliella, Orion Kale, Kaz Kua, Donovan Kuamo'o, Kama Batalona, Kainalu Kuneva, Chanson Labra, Kavika Lihong, Dawson Tavares, Kiola Lealoha, Harlan Torres, Charles Martins, Chanson McAllister, Stan Mori, Joshua Nero, Mana Price, Diver and Hunter Pogados, Michael Ray, Caden Alameda, Jeremy Orsino, Kua Kaloa Robinson, Ezekiel Labiano, Masila Siua, Tristan Spencer, Kalavaya Kui Kaika Su, Timothy Tamashiro, Hunter Tavares, Kaimi Tioganko, Kahaku Tolentino Perry, Kayani Jumalon, Lester Walker, Rusty Castillo, Kooha Wilson, Eric Wong, Kalai Akui, Travis Almarza, Clayton Balai, Christopher Bernard, Michael Bello, Lonnie Bloomfield, Sai Apau, Elijah Apau, Najee Brown, Blaze Enos, Legend Figueroa, Kainalu Gomes, Steve Hinders, Sione Holani, Lolo Holika, Kahale Harostin, Kaden Ioane, Cashin Ioane, Kalama Morales, Makana Kanehailua, Manuel Kapahu, Storm Capelliella, Keanu Keolanui, Josiah Lavatai, Sione Lavemai, Dawson Tavares, Kainalu Lewis, Isaac Liu, Tilini Levi, Isaiah Martin, Chesley Martinez, Randon Menke, Jesse Merriam, Kyan Miyasato, James Moava, Josh Nero, Gaisen Ogata, Casey Malari, Holden Paiva, Kaleo Ramos, Kaipo Ramos, Logan Respicio, Shane Tamagyangfa, Kainalu Tioganko, Isaiah Toki, Cresta Toledo, Elijah Tomas, Kael Vera, Lono Vincent, Lester Walker, Kaylin White, Kooha Wilson, Malu Wong, and Austin Youns. Representative Christopher Todd will be presenting the awards for the football team.
Aloha, everyone. Thank you for being here tonight. We're going to start with most inspirational athlete, and that goes to our quarterback, safety Kaleo Apau. And he just came up, but most outstanding athlete will be Kahale Huddleston, the first all-state position player from Hilo High in over 40 years. There you go. And we just wanted to thank everyone here and the community in general for all your support this year. It takes a village, truly, and thank you for being here to show support for the boys and for everyone else. Thank you.
And now we'd like to introduce our three-time BIIF JV and varsity girls soccer team. Our girls soccer team is coached by Ski Saplan, Selena Simmons, Kauhi Tam, Kala Akea Aguiar, Ali Momi Amaral, Sadie Baghdad, Samantha Chung, Maya Clark, Kanil Corpuz, Kiana Corpuz, Dahlia Murray, Kala Harmon, Perry Lynn, Helekahi Kaivi, Paige Hiraki, Carla Ishii, Kylie Kalauli, Faith Cross, Glory Medeiros, Haley Miyasato, Nanea Rabang, Jordan Pacheco, Devin Paulson, Holly Saplan, Lacey Shiyi, Navi Variz, Alexis Wilson, Carly Atkins, Precious DaCosta, Trinity Rose Hernandez, Kiana Kalani, Tiffany Lewis, Kaimana McCumber, Kiani Mata, Ariel Mendez, Robin Miller, and Brianne Saltaban.
I'd like to also call up coaches Chloe Nishioka and Matt Komata. I'm Curtis Chong. Coach Ski, the head coach, can't make it tonight. He works for the county and is also busy with the emergencies with the eruption. So Coach Ski wrote his words of wisdom, so I'm going to read what he wrote. Matt. Okay. This is from Coach Ski. First off, our thoughts and prayers go out to all the people affected by the lava situation. The Viking girls soccer team had another great year. 12 wins, 12 shutouts. Thank you, Sadie and whole team. We had 1 loss and 1 tie in the regular season. We're the 3-peat BIF champions and 2-time 6th place in the state tournament. New to this program this year was the introduction of 12 core values. Each core value was attached to a definition as well as a quote. Each player was given a copy of at the beginning of the season, and it traveled with all the players everywhere. We had activities every so often, and where the girls would attend these functions, they would have to recite a value. And all in the hopes of ingraining these values into their lives presently and in the future. And some of these values are humbleness, resiliency, and caring for one another. The most inspirational student athlete for this season is the person who embodies the most core values. But before we announce her and the other award winners, we wanted to mention that every single one of the girls, they work so hard, whether they're on the field or off the field. And if not for the entire team, they wouldn't have done as well as they did this year. And it was very tough to decide who got all these awards. And the hope for the future is that the student athletes be exposed to values year after year and leave our program as part of Hilo High School and making Hilo High School and the values part of their lives. This year's most inspirational award goes to Kalamanamana Harmon. Kalamanamana is not here tonight. She's currently in Japan as part of an exchange program. And accepting her award on her behalf is her younger sister, brother, sorry, it says here sister, sorry, Nali Po'ai Moku. Can you please, congratulations on behalf of your sister. Make sure she gets it, okay? Don't run away, stay right here. You're part of the team now, okay? The competition for the most valuable player was a very close one. You know, these girls, they're all most valuable, of course. And Coach Ski wrote this, like, what makes someone most valuable? It's very difficult. Whether contributing on the field, scoring goals, or making assists, exceptional defense, protecting for the goal, or at every line of play this year, we had people who were at the top of the league, even throughout the state. We have some of the best players we have in the state of Hawaii on this girls' soccer team. And this is down to every single player who provided motivation and fierce competition at the practices. If it was allowable, and this is Coach Ski, the head coach, would have multiple MVPs, but since there only can be one, he believes that this one person, if not for her participation, contribution to the team, we could not have attained all the success that we did. This year's MVP goes to two-time BF Player of the Year, Maya Clark. Congratulations, Maya. Matt Komata will present the award. Okay. Congratulations, girls, all of you. Thank you very much.
Okay. Next up, we'd like to introduce the girls' water polo squad, coached by Malia Talit. Jalen Estabilio, Kaylee Hanley, Haliko Haunio, Kiana Kalani, Santana Lopez, Caitlin Makadangdang, Lori McGrath, Shayla Pasquale, Amy Patterson, and Shayani Sensano.
Okay, good evening, everyone. So this year, girls water polo, this is probably the smallest squad I've had in the last 5 years of coaching. I think there's a bit of a misnomer out there that water polo is really hard. But these girls did a great job out there this season, not having a whole lot of subs on their bench, and working together as a team through a lot of challenges amongst girls. I think all coaches who coach girls understand what I'm talking about. But for the most part, they did a great job. They really held their own this season, a bunch of other schools who had large benches and a lot of substitutes. But they did a great job out of 12 games this season. They finished 6 of the 12 games in sudden death overtime. And so it's a big thing for these girls to go this far and work so hard. So for most inspirational and most outstanding athlete, this is really difficult for us as coaches since each one of these girls can't play this game without each of them in the pool. So for us, we decided to address this a little differently. Most inspirational, and for those other athletes out there, we've had a few girls come onto our team that didn't know how to swim. And we spent a lot of time teaching them how to swim, and they did fantastic, and by the end of the season could swim better than some of our returning players. But the best thing is that they never gave up. They gave their 100%, and that's all we asked for. No matter how hard it was, no matter what they had to persevere through, it was very inspirational to see these girls work so hard and to come out on top when they've never played this sport before. So our most inspirational athlete, unfortunately, couldn't be here tonight because she's studying for finals. But that is Miss Chayani Cinsano. For most outstanding athlete, again, this was extremely difficult for us, but we came down to it, the person that held this team together through some really tough times, who worked and demonstrated what it meant to be a leader in the pool, out of the pool, on deck. And so we decided that our most outstanding athlete goes to our senior, Miss Jalen Estivilio. Okay, thank you.
Now we will recognize the girls' JV and varsity softball team. Our softball team is coached by Amber Waraka, Kimber Uemura, Alexis Wilson, Ariana Wilson, Ren Wong, Angelina Wright, Chloe Aguiar, Jainith Demesa, Catherine Fujimoto Young, Gaylin Ha, Makana Huddleston, Cassidy Ka'awa, Destiny Kawaihai, Chalice Kella, Zelsha Keo, Haley Nishijima, Lauren Sugai, and Bianca Ng.
Hi. So this year we had a very enjoyable season in regards to, like, our girls were really awesome, and we had to choose the two people, and it was actually hard. We kind of had a very long discussion as coaches. And for inspirational, we looked at someone who always worked really hard at practice and tried to be a leader. She worked really hard to keep the team motivated, you know, even if it came down to yelling at them sometimes. But we tried to cheer everyone on. And she worked really hard this year and was one of our starters for every game. And that was Angelina Wright, who is not here. Our most outstanding athlete is here, so yay. She started off the season terrified of the ball, and actually was totally fine with not hitting. She was fine not playing that side of the game until one day we forced her to, because she's too fast to not be hitting. And she hit a double, so we were shocked. And then she hit from then on. And she was not afraid to literally throw her body at a ball. I guess being a goalie helped. So she went from being one of our runners to being our starting center fielder and one of our best hitters and one of our best runners. So our most outstanding athlete goes to Ren Wong.
Next up, we'd like to recognize the boys and girls judo teams, who are coached by Curran Tokeshi. Tan Hyun, Hanale Kaho'okaulana, Nicholas Kirby, Shaden Lemon, Ian Makuakane, Andrew Matos, Kaibi Mills, David Newfer, Hunter Okumura, Travis Puleo, Seth Wilson, Kukila Wong, Kili Noyaki, Cheyenne Adams, Liliana Campbell, Carly Rose Reyes, Julie Hurai, Anela Kaneshiro, Ashley Lavares, Kitana Lowry, Joe Madiam, Avery Medeiros, Kamea Nani Miyazaki, Malia Romero, Angela Viernes, Brooke Bisel, Corin Sacco, Roseanne Delaire, Alia Gapo, and Rayleigh Takiyasu.
Hello, my name is Kerwin Tokeshi. I'm the head coach for boys and girls judo. We had a pretty good season. We came in second. Boys and girls team both came in second in the BIFs. Out of a total of 20 judoka, boys and girls, 11 girls, 9 boys. We qualified 15 out of that 20 to the state tournament. My most inspirational female most inspirational female is a sophomore. She kind of stepped up this season and led the team. She's one of the captains of the team. She's always practicing hard, working hard on and off the mat while maintaining a 3.3 GPA. And this year, she's the 2018 103-pound BWF champion. And my most inspirational athlete is Awi Mariam. My most inspirational male is also a sophomore. He's also a workhorse on and off the mat, holds a 3.0 GPA. In our team championship match against YKL, I think it was one of the best matches for the season. He came in clutch. He had a hard-fought win against a more experienced opponent from YKL. He placed 4th in the BWF championships. My most inspirational male is Ian Manarpaak Makuakane. My most outstanding female, she's only a freshman. She also is a hard worker on and off the mat, holding a 3.8 GPA. This season, her main her main opponent was a senior. She went 2-2 against this senior as a freshman, and ultimately ended up runner-up in at 115 pounds in the BWF championships. At the state championships, she also went 2-2. My most outstanding, female athlete is Ashley Lavarius. Okay, my most outstanding male, he's also a sophomore of a very young team. He's a co-captain. He holds a 4.0 GPA. He doesn't say much. He lets his judo do the talking. He is the 2018 121-pound BIF champion. He has a record of 21-1. The only loss coming in the state championships against the eventual state champion. He placed third in the state championships. And I just learned that this week he was promoted and he is now a black belt. My 2018 most outstanding male athlete, Seth Wilson. Thank you.
Yes, all setters, I know. Now we'd like to call up the boys and girls bowling teams. Our bowlers are coached by head coach Damien Chow, Micah Freeman, Ocean Gabonia, Jared Goodwin, Tyler Trenton Kuanoni, Nixon Raphael, Remington Uemura, Dason Urbanoso Moses, Haley Batten, Luana Chong Hulama, Holly J. Maconis, and Victoria Pailade.
Good evening, Vikings. Another year without a bowling alley in Hilo, but we survived this past year through a lot of hard work from these Vikings. You just got to remember, none of these Vikings came from any junior bowling club. The clubs have folded up since Hilo Lanes has folded up too. But they've showed a lot of fight in them, and that's why our season turned out to be a great season. I also want to thank my two assistant coaches, Dustin Iwamoro and also Myra Iwamoro, for helping us out this year. They've been a big help as far as teaching these kids out and helping, especially in Kona. Now you gotta remember, Kona, we're one of the few sports that we have double headers. This means we leave Hilo at 6 o'clock in the morning. Our matches start at 9. Then there's a lunch break, and then we restart the second match at 1 o'clock. So by the time we get home, it's about 9 o'clock at night. And then we got to turn around the next morning. Last year, our practices was held at KMC. I think Madam Pelly has something new for us. Now we have to wait and see what happens out at KMC. For now, our practices out there has been canceled until further notice. And we wish those people out there all the best, and hopefully they can come out ahead of everything else. But as Vikings, we never give up. And I think coming next year, we're still open to players, and we'll make it your wild, because like I said, most of these kids that we have now, the most has been with me for 2 years. Not like in the past, we had bowlers that's been for 15 years plus bowling. On the women's side, we had only 4 girls this year. Hopefully by next year we can make a team. And the reason why I say that too, because it takes 5. And the games that we've lost against our opponents have not been a big gap in between, meaning it's less than 100 pins. With one more body in there, I think these girls can compete. And again, that's with the staff I have, we will train you folks from how to walk, how to throw the ball. It's not just go there, fly the ball down, and hopefully everything happens. But these girls put in a lot of time, and what you call it, if they had that 5th bowler there, I think we would be able to compete against the West Coast guys, okay? Because they have a bowling alley and we don't. For my outstanding female bowler, this is her 2nd year with us. She has improved as the years gone by. And like I said, we look at small little baby steps. And with those baby steps, she was one of the All-Stars this year, representing Hilo High School. This was her first year. This year, she went to Kauai and participated in states, which she did a very good job. This year's the team captain, Victoria Pale. Our most inspirational female athlete this year, she finally knew that us as coaches, we're not going to steer you wrong. She's been there for 2 years also. I had her father back then as a bowler, and she has come a long way. And I think in the next couple of years, she's going to show us more of what she's made out of and represent the Macanis family as out of Macanis' bowl. Our most inspirational athlete, Holly J. Macanis. This year, outstanding outstanding male. On the boys' side, this year was very, very successful. We almost went down to the last day to see if we would take the BIF champ. We had to win both schools, sweep schools, and we would be in the BIF champ by a half a game. But the bottom line was, like I said, for these kids with no real bowling experience, they gave it their all, and that's all we ask as coaches. And they did very well as far as showing that, scaring the West Side schools. Adding to this, in the BIF individual championship, there's only 5 schools participating. First team, we had 1 from each team. Second team, 4 out of the 5 was from Hilo High School. And the schools from Kamehameha, the coaches came to say, how did we do that? It's not my problem. It's the kids' problem. They deserve what they got. And they did very well. Our outstanding player this year, been with me for 2 years. He's seen the ups and downs that we go through. He understands where we are coming from. And this year, this is his first time going to States on Kauai. The most outstanding athlete goes to Jared Goodman. This most inspirational athlete, he stood out quite a bit. Like I said, all these boys, they contributed small little things that made our season successful. Some step out more than others, and it doesn't have to be on the lanes. This person always brings his homework. He doesn't have to be told what to do. He also takes initiative in getting the team together and helping the team in study hall. And this is a big plus. And this year, our most inspirational athlete going to our captain, Remington Uemura. Thank you very much.
We would now like to recognize the boys and girls golf teams. The golf team is coached by Randy Pack. Aaron Castillo, Ethan Hironaga, Ethan Honda, Riley Kanashiro, Casey Kishimori, Tyler Trenton Kuononi, Corbin Wormbier, Brianna Hirata, Chanel Huang, and Kara Nagato.
Hello. I'd like to first thank all of our players for a great season. I want to also thank our senior captains for doing a good job and for surviving 4 years of golf. I'm really honored and privileged to be able to work with these kids. And to the underclassmen, you know we want you back, so come back. We have about 5 of our players not here. I think they're either on the golf course practicing or they're at home doing their homework. So our inspirational girls player award goes to a sophomore player, second-year player, 4.0 scholar athlete, much improved player. She likes to smile. I bet you she's smiling right now. Kara Nagato. Our most outstanding female golfer awards is going to another scholar athlete, 4.0 student, states qualifier, first team All-BIF, medalist at All-BIF individual, hard worker with super plenty potential. Freshman class president, Chanel Wang. Our two male awardees is repeaters from last year. I referred to them as our young guns. This year, I think they're Little Hammer and Big Hammer. Our inspirational award goes to sophomore, two-time state qualifier, first team, All-BIF, won a medal at our BIF individuals. 2 more years with us, a lot of potential. Ethan Hiranaga. That was Little Hammer. This guy right here is Big Hammer. 3-time states qualifier, 3-time first team BIF, 3-time medalist at individuals. He went from 5th his freshman year, 4th his junior year, and this year he was the winner of the BIF individual championship. Junior Riley Kanashiro. Okay, thank you. See you in class.
Okay. Now we'd like to recognize our JV and varsity girls volleyball team. Our girls volleyball team is coached by Drew Fernandez. Unfortunately, he could not make it tonight, so our athletic director, Kurt Kawachi, will announce the special awards. Lily Noy Ahia, Aliyah Asuncion, Nancy Dono, Lehua Gomes, Kamalu Kaava, Ion Kaneko, Sarah Katayama Donald, Faith Kraus, Tia Leao, Liana Lee, Makani Yokekai, Lumho Chesbro, Kano Vena Pana Nathaniel, Sarai Ua, Serena Young Toledo, McKenna Ahuna, Erica Cannon, Taylor Cannon, Jamie Chun, Mahala Kaapuni, Kylie Kurakawa, Taina Leao, Leah Li'i, Make Kyle Whitaker, Caitlin Manarpak, Lori McGrath, Alexis Puklinawan, Mia Takai, and Kavai Ua.
I'm scared, that's why.
All right, so Coach Drew was not able to be here tonight, but I just wanted to congratulate the girls volleyball team. You know, the girls volleyball team is one of the healthier teams as far as trying out, because you know there were over almost 50 girls that tried out for girls volleyball. So all of the junior varsity and varsity members, you know, did earn a spot on the team. So congratulations to all of them. Coach Drew had a very difficult time in choosing these. These special awards, and he was actually the last coach to get back to me because he kept tossing names back and forth. But he finally decided on some names. So for most outstanding athlete this year, congratulations to Kavai Ua. And for most inspirational, Coach Drew could not leave one out, so we had to give two. So the most inspirational athletes, co-athletes for volleyball is Alexis Paginawan and Makena Ahuna. All right, thank you.
To complete our night, we would like to recognize our boys and girls wrestling team. Our wrestlers are coached by Ryan Taniguchi. Kamuela Kaloy, Sander Carbin, Hanale Ledo, Kanoa Macumber, Ian Manarpak Makuakane, Preston Mendoza, Kirby Nicholas, Casey Milari, Kaipo Ramos, Icona Raposa, Kukila Wong, Mackenzie Kahoone, Liliana Campbell, Julie Hirai, Tina Hulika, Shalise Kella, Talia Lee, Kitana Lori, Zoe Medina, Konoe Obolero, Kylie Tanabe, Leona Toledo, Clayton Balai, Austin Bechtel, Sai Apau, Elijah Apau, Carmelo Castillo, Kylie Hamada, Sione Holani, and Hanale Koho'o Kaulana.
Good evening, staff, parents, and fellow athletes. I want to thank the parents and their support for wrestling. It's kind of like a wrestling tournament today. We're here late, but I want to thank my team mom, Irene. Irene, stand up, please. Judo, everybody knows Auntie Irene. Irene takes good care of all the athletes. But this year was my first year at Hilo High Wrestling and Hilo High School. I was very inspired by a lot of my Gerald TC kids receiving some significant awards tonight, so I'll remember that also. So I won't, I'm probably in between everyone leaving tonight and closing, so I'll make this brief. So boys and girls wrestling, if you came up to the wrestling room, you really wouldn't tell the difference, because what we do is we wrestle. We don't choose who, we don't choose when, we wrestle. Okay, so I chose one inspirational athlete and one outstanding athlete. My first inspirational athlete comes to practice every day with probably the hardest work ethic, and she continues to get better. She's only a sophomore, and I expect big things out of her to the upcoming years. My most inspirational athlete is Keitana Laurie. My most outstanding athlete is also a young individual. Now, how I determine what an outstanding athlete is I look at character. What we should all do in the community is character in the community of our campus and amongst others. And what this individual does, not just for the wrestling team, but what he does for his community here at the school, and what he will continue to do here at Hilo High School and in the community and far beyond when he graduates. My most outstanding athlete is Elijah Borges Apau. I want to thank, again, Mr. Kawachi, the athletic department, parents, families, and fellow athletes. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
This concludes our 2018 Athletic Awards night. Thank you all for coming out tonight, and congratulations to all of our student athletes who participated in a JV or varsity sport. We will end the evening with the singing of our alma mater. Please rise. All right, ready, begin. Loyalty and honor shall forever be thine. Beneath the tropic skies of Hilo High School, here ever shall it grow with the spirit of blue and gold. In our hearts we hold
Thank you for coming out. Please drive home safely.